But we are also going to maintain democratic principles because we are a democratic party. A democratic party has structures, and when you are a leader and a policy maker in any of the structures, then you must go by the cardinal principles of democracy.
Do you know, even though ODM party and Oburu Odinga over the past few months have declared that Edwin Sifuna is not the SG of the ODM party, they cannot legally do so. In order to remove Edwin Sifuna, they have to follow legal procedures within the party, and also it has to be recognized by the registrar of the political parties. And this is why Edwin Sifuna stands firm between ODM party and the Secretary General position inside the party. As of now, it is legally recognized that Edwin Sifuna is the Secretary General of the ODM party, and this has brought the question of who has the control inside the ODM party and who has the power within the ODM party. Today, I want to tell you why Oburu Odinga and the ODM party cannot remove Edwin Sifuna despite him being the current leader of the ODM party, and why Sifuna still has powers to become the SG of the ODM party and is still legally the Secretary General of the ODM party. But before I do that, ensure you give the channel a subscribe, turn on your notification bell for this channel, and also give the video a thumbs up to ensure we keep growing and engaging as a community. With that, let's dive in the reasons why Sifuna is still recognized as of now the Secretary General of the ODM party.
Oburu, tafuta SG wako. Mimi siwezi kuwa SG wa Oburu. Hiyo nataka niseme hapa mbele ya Mwenyezi Mungu na mbele ya taifa zima. I will not be the SG of mediocrity after Baba Raila Amolo Odinga. You characters don't deserve me. I will say this without fear or favor.
My number one reasons is that the registrar of the parties in Kenya still recognizes Edwin Sifuna because he was legally instituted into ODM through the registrar of political parties. These reasons make Edwin Sifuna to be the rightful owner and the SG of the ODM party because the registrar of political parties has his name as the Secretary General of the ODM party. Number two, there is something called the legal political power. This means that Edwin Sifuna was elected through ODM internal processes, and to remove him you have to also use the same method he was elected. So you have to follow the party's internal processes, which was made legal when giving him the position inside the party as the Secretary General. This makes it harder for ODM to remove him as the Secretary General inside ODM party. My number three reason is the certificate problem. Edwin Sifuna's certificate is legally recognized by IEBC and also the registrar of political parties. With that certificate, only to nullify it, you have to follow first the internal processes of the party, then ensure you take him out through elections within the party, and these elections will be nullified and only recognized by registrar of the political parties. So with that certificate still under Edwin Sifuna and no other Secretary General to sign the process, Edwin Sifuna still is the ODM Secretary General. Number four reason is procedure must be followed. ODM has to carry out internal elections to decide whether to remove Edwin Sifuna, and as of now there have been no elections and Sifuna still remains. There is something called the court factor. You see, Edwin Sifuna took ODM to the party and there is still a matter pending in the tribunal. With that case still pending, ODM cannot proceed to remove him as the Secretary General because there have been a temporary hold. So Edwin Sifuna still stands firm as the Secretary General. And my last reason, internal power struggle. Right now ODM is divided and there are internal divisions inside ODM. Also, not all leaders are against Edwin Sifuna being the Secretary General. Some leaders support him, and these internal divisions is what is causing Edwin Sifuna to still stand firm as the Secretary General inside the party. You can see that it is a question of control versus power. One is holding control and the other is controlling power through legal action. As of now, Edwin Sifuna remains legally until ODM decide as a whole and as a party to remove him through internal processes. You can tell me whether you see this was a legal miscalculation from the ODM party, and if whether Sifuna is to remain as the Secretary General of the ODM party. Don't forget to subscribe to the video and also remember to turn on the notification bell. Also remember to give the video a thumbs up and share your comments about this matter, about who has control inside the ODM party and who has the power to remove Sifuna as the Secretary General. Till we meet on our next episode, it's a goodbye. Remember, this is Political Pulse Kenya, where we break down Kenyan politics that matters. Goodbye.
It's illegal and procedural and a blatant violation of the ODM constitution as well as the principles of natural justice. At no time have I been informed of any allegations against me, be they of indiscipline, insubordination, or incompetence in the execution of my duties as the Secretary General. Neither have I been invited to respond to any complaints in and out of the party on any matter that would constitute grounds for removal of a Secretary General. Consequently, no lawful organ of the party has invited me to any hearing.